Gabriel, this is not your... You've been to America before, right?
I've been to America.
But have you been to America?
This will be the first time for me.
This is the first
I've
time
never
for
even
everything.
seen one of these. Okay.
When you first push this button, you're kind of want to... Oh, I don't know. Your Canadian sensibilities are going to say, I don't know.
Touch?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
And have a good time. Just don't torch Maddox's basketball goal.
Okay.
Let it rip.
Yeah, that's enough for me. I'm nervous now.
I got Kevin Lee here. We train a little bit of everything. And depending on the day, we might be doing grappling, with or without gloves, big gloves, little gloves, medium gloves. And I sometimes get caught in my old ways of using my gloves. And Gabriel Varga just recently did a video on his channel detailing like the differences and the stuff you have to think about, because he's fought in everything. Big gloves, little gloves, everything. He's done it all, and he covers it pretty well. If you're not subscribed to Varga and you are a fighter or you want to be a fighter, you're fucking stupid, because the guys, I got a bone to pick with you too. You need to stop giving away such good shit. It's literally like
very good stuff.
Gold. People should be paying. And he's putting out stuff every day. I'll link his channel down in the description below, but I like your stuff. I like this tight guard. I like being real defensively responsible. Kevin, give me some love, all right? You know, and some people criticize this, but I see you use it. You know?
I use it. I use it all the time. Yeah, you can stay very, very safe in there. Is it the only thing that you want to do? Probably not.
Right.
It's good to have head movement. It's good to have alternatives on, you know, lifting elbows and such. But when we have this cushion here, and these are cushions.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, this is hard. This is a cushion. When we have that can go to the head, and now you're going to be 100% safe on impact, assuming that you know how to flex your neck, you know how to have your shoulders positioned, you have all that. People who say the Dutch guard, I call this the Dutch guard, it doesn't work. No, 100% works. You can take full power shots from guys who have 30, 40 pounds on you, and you'll be fine. And you know, that's why the boxers can stand in there. The Mexican boxers, they don't worry about a bunch of slipping.
Yeah.
Sure, slipping and footwork is better, but you can't do that all the time.
Yeah.
So you can hide behind those gloves, no problem. Parrying, all that works great. Yeah.
Nice.
But once we start going to the smaller gloves, it changes things.
Yeah, help me out here. Fight tips for the underdogs.
Yeah, I gotta think of a one-liner.
Hey guys, Shane here. This isn't 5 tips to improve your roundhouse kick. Come on, let's just light this bad boy. America.
It goes nuts.
He's a yeah. There you
Oh, grass.
It's fine. No, Shane, back up. Now, real quick before Gabriel drops this fire knowledge on you, see what I did there? This video is sponsored by Exothermic, the makers of the Pulse Fire, a very simple flamethrower, and it's a real flamethrower, not a roofing torch with a body kit on it. This is a real flamethrower. It's better than other ones because it's really simple to use. It has electronic ignition, so you don't need a butane can, and it's pretty simple. You turn it on, you flip this up, and then it's ready to go. When they asked me if I wanted to do a flamethrower video, I was like, duh. I was like, what am I supposed to do with it? And they were like, oh, we don't care, just do America stuff. So you could probably use it to melt ice. I don't know if you could use it for home defense or self-defense. Let me know down in the comments what I should even do with this. I want to do more videos with it and about it, but I don't actually know what to do. If you want to get one, use code ACC20 to get 20% off of any accessories or gear with the purchase of a flamethrower. It's really simple to use. It uses regular gasoline. You don't have to mix anything. You charge the battery in a little charger in the... Yeah, we're good. You charge the battery in a little charger in the wall. Super simple to use. Even I can do it. I do know one thing. It's a hit at parties. Everyone loved it. Well, it made Gabriel a little nervous, but everyone else loved it. And I think it's weird. Maybe you can help me. I also use like a long guard and parry heavy style, but for some reason, when we're in little gloves, it doesn't work as well.
Just don't like it as much.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a number of things. I mean, first of all, what we have to take into account is before he was hitting you with that much padding, now he's hitting you with this much padding.
Yeah, Seth got me in the multiple attackers thing, and I was like, that feels different.
Yeah, and then now when we look at his defense, he puts his hand here, he's protecting that much, whereas with a bigger glove, he'd be protecting more like that. So we have to be a lot more aware now that shots can wrap around to the back of the head. So what I try to recognize is this can still work. Somebody who says this doesn't work obviously hasn't watched enough MMA fighters in UFC. You see guys all the time do it. But what I know...
Yeah, I'm getting...
Yeah. So there's more holes. The first thing that I noted, and when you watch the Diaz brothers, you'll see open hands. So I went to my last fight and I went, okay, I need to go open hands, because the first time I did training with an MMA glove a couple of years ago, I was like this. My brother swung the pad at me. He swings it hard.
Yeah.
And oh, that
sucks.
Yeah, we no longer have padding, so this feels awful.
Yeah.
But if we open it,
try it right now. Put your knuckles on your head. Hit your hand. It sucks. Yeah.
but if you do like this, and now you throw it
not as bad.
Oh, that's better. Now I got some cushion.
Yeah, and actually, I think the little bit of smushiness of this motion has some give.
It helps. It helps a lot. So that's the first thing that I recognize. MMA gloves making the transition. Open your hands up. And now from here, what you can start doing, this is something that I found, because like we said before, the big glove, a lot of times I can just sit here and I don't have to worry about him wrapping around, but now I have to worry about the wraparound. So I'll take this and I'll come up there and create a bigger cushion. Now a lot of times people talk about, oh,
just go to the body.
They're gonna go to the
if you do
body.
this, I do that.
Yeah.
Well, he might do a backflip.
Yeah, that's the case all the time. And if I can't recognize what height he's throwing at, I have bigger issues. So you got to work on your eyesight or your defense or something. So I know he's coming at head level. Instead of staying here, I just come up to this position. I make sure this elbow...
Like, that's like a self-defense style block. That's taught in a lot of self-defense systems.
Yeah, and this elbow stays fairly tight.
Yeah.
So let's say for some reason you came off this side, you went with a hook, now you come with a cross.
Yeah.
I'm still there.
Or if you misread what it was.
Yeah. So that was one of the first things. I went hands open, and the hands and the elbows can shift around the head. Mm-hmm. And once I have that down, then okay, at least now I feel a little bit more comfortable. And in my last fight, which was in pretty much those gloves, a little bit thicker, people were like, oh, how are you going to change your style? How are you going to stop fighting like this?
Yeah.
And I went, I'm not going to change my style. I'm just going to utilize exactly what we just said, and it can be done with MMA gloves. But it might be better to start establishing a little bit more head movement. Yeah. And that's something that I need to add in as well. A little bit of head movement, just like we were working yesterday with Jared, he's saying don't have to wait for the person to punch you.
Yeah, your head should be
moving.
Doing something.
Yeah. So just adding that in with MMA gloves, smart.
Let me tell you, I know about one thing. I know about YouTube commenters. And there's some dude right now down there saying, he's thinking, but what if they punch you in the fingers?
The fingers?
What, both the hands? Okay.
Let me tell you something. Okay, it might hurt. You know what really hurts? Getting punched in the fucking face. That hurts, right? So that's better than, people will say like, but what if? It's like, yeah, all of it, there's bad stuff that can happen.
Yeah. There's a scale, right? And this right there is so much better than getting clipped and knocked out. And that's all we're trying to do.
And you know what? If he does switch to straight with my hands open, I can go to my parrier easier.
Yes.
Now, what about, and your answer, I'll fully understand if it's just like, hey, sometimes stuff happens. I feel like when I go to a longer guard and I try to play more like this, I do this well in big gloves.
Yeah.
And I always thought when I went to little gloves, it would be even easier, but it's not. And I think it's about the surface area and about the confidence in me or something.
Yes.
Mid-range exchanges, doing this kind of stuff, mashing the hands, checking the hands. If I can get him early, I feel confident about this. We covered that in the class before.
Right, yeah.
Like if he's thinking about jabbing and I'm stopping it, I'm cool.
Cool.
But if he's throwing them in the mid-range and it starts getting wild, like I don't feel as confident.
Yes.
And it's just scarier. There's little things slicing through.
Yeah.
Any tips?
I would say on that, the part that scares me the most about reaching is the exposure.
Yeah.
So if you're going to start reaching, you got to be very diligent about what is my shoulder doing.
Yeah.
Because it's the smallest thing that'll save you. Like, I could be here and take a shot, and that could put me out. But if the same shot comes, and I just have this here, and it just glances across my shoulder.
And then even if it gets a little piece of you, it's not the whole thing.
Even if it's 90% of the power, sometimes that's the difference between me getting knocked out and me not. So if I'm reaching, I'm thinking, okay, I'm coming with everything tight here. That's what I would emphasize in the difference. So if the shot does land, at least it's not going to knock you out.
Yeah. And I feel a little more confident.
Yeah.
I think I became overly reliant, relaxed, and also The gloves are bigger. Visually, I'm picking up more. I feel more comfortable. And then even if they do hit me, it's not quite as bad. And the little gloves, I get more reachy and more like, and when we get scared, we want to get our hands on things.
Yes. I mean, watch any fight with the best in the world, like Floyd Mayweather. People are like, he doesn't get hit. He gets hit.
Yeah.
You're going to get hit.
Yeah.
It's just, he's not taking 100%
Mitigating
power.
it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Mitigating it.
Wow. Simple. Simple. But you hear it in words from someone that knows what they're talking about. It's helpful. Go subscribe to Gabriel Vargas' channel. I'm telling you, it's unfair. It's unfair. The type of
This is. Let me just give you my point of view here.
You hold him still. I gotta push this. I gotta put this in here. Just hold him like against. Like if I'm pushing you, you don't move.
You think I should like